Hello everyone, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson I want to teach you how to play the song Hosanna by Hillsong United. So right now I'm going to play the song all the way through for you, and then afterwards I'm going to break it down and kind of explain it to you in more detail. So be sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and get started with the song.
I see the King of Glory coming on the clouds with fire. The whole earth shakes, the whole earth shakes. I see His love and mercy washing over all our sin. The people sing, the people sing. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest. I see a generation rising up to take their place with selfless faith, with selfless faith. I see a near revival stirring as we pray and seek. We're on our knees, we're on our knees. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Heal my heart and make it clean. Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Show me how to love like you love me. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. As I walk from earth into eternity. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest.
So for this song, we're going to be using all 6 chords from the E chord family, and I'm going to be using power chord variations so that we don't have to play any bar chords. So we have the E chord, we have A2, and the reason we're using A2 because it transitions very nicely from the E and also to all the other power chords, because those 2 fingers aren't going to be moving from those 2 strings. They're just going to be changing frets. So we also have the B suspended chord, and the C sharp minor chord, which have the exact same shape. They're just in two different places on the frets. For these two chords, we want to make sure that the E string is not resonating. So what I typically do is use my second finger to touch the E string, just touch it so that it's muted and it doesn't resonate while I'm strumming the rest of the chord. Also, for these two chords, I like to take my thumb and put it against the back of the neck, and that allows me to get my wrist and hand away, and that helps me not to mute the high E string with the side of my first finger, which is a typical problem for these chords. Then we're also going to be using the G sharp minor chord and the F sharp minor chord. Again, these two have a very similar shape to each other. In terms of the shape and the strings that these fingers are on, that's not going to change. It's just the frets. We're just going to slide up 2 frets to go from F sharp to G sharp. For these two chords, my hand has a different position. I usually will take the pad of my hand and put it against the back of the guitar, and that frees up my thumb, and I can use my thumb now to mute that low E string, because we don't want that E string to resonate for these chords either. In fact, the only time we want to hear that low E string is on the E chord. For strumming, we're going to use the driving pattern, which is a nice simple 4-beat strum pattern. We're going to have 4 down strums, and then we're going to add in an up strum after beat 4, and then we're going to repeat that pattern. Also, we want to make sure to put emphasis on beats 1 and 3. So every other beat, we're going to strum harder. So let me just hold the E chord and play through that strum pattern slowly so that you can hear what it should sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. The length of these chords changes drastically from the verse to the chorus. So for the verses, each one of these chords is going to be lasting for 4 measures. So they're going to be lasting for a long time. And in this case, we're in 4/4 time. The driving pattern is 4 beats per measure. So if a chord is lasting for 4 measures, that means a chord is lasting for 16 beats. Okay, so it's going to be a long time in the verses before we switch and go to the next chord. But then when we get to the chorus, each one of those chords in the chorus is only lasting for 1 measure. Okay, so we go from each chord lasting 4 measures to each chord lasting just 1 measure. So the transitions in the chorus are much quicker than they were in the verses. And then the transitions in the bridge come right between that. The chords in the bridge are lasting for 2 measures. So again, the verses, the chords are lasting 4 measures. For the chorus, they're only lasting 1 measure. And then for the bridge, they're lasting 2 measures. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.